One body system throughout our healing process that often gets overlooked is our digestive system. Our digestive system is responsible for breaking down the foods we intake physically and chemically, and then absorbing it into our body so that cells and tissues and organs can utilize this energy and nutrients to build back up, to function properly, and to even heal. In Western medicine, there are 5 stages to digestion. Stage 1 is ingestion. This is just the act of eating, bringing the food into the body itself. Stage 2 is called digestion. This is the act of breaking down the food, whether it's physically or chemically. Physically would be more of chewing, just breaking it down with our teeth. Chemically is more of inside our stomach. The stomach acid kind of breaks down the food into even smaller units. Stage 3 is called absorption. Usually this happens within our intestines. It brings in all the nutrients that were digested and broken down and starts transporting it through our bloodstream to various cells, organs, and other tissues. Stage 4 is called assimilation. This is when all those nutrients and energy is actually utilized to rebuild cells, to heal, to grow. And stage 5 is elimination. So that's when any undigested food products is eliminated out of our body. In Chinese medicine and acupuncture, we view digestion in 3 main categories. One is what we eat. Generally speaking, the recommendations are to avoid any processed foods, eat more whole foods, avoid grazing or snacking throughout the day. You want to be eating 3 main full meals throughout the day. And also avoiding any kind of cold, raw types of foods coming straight out of the fridge that can damage our digestive system. The second category is how we eat. Ideally, we want to have a larger meal in the morning, smaller meals for lunch and dinner, so that we can draw upon the energy given to us from that initial large meal throughout the day, and we're not just delving into energy reserves. We want to make sure that we're eating consciously. When you're having a meal, don't have a meal in work or check your emails or anything like that. Usually when we're working, checking emails, and we feel stressed out in that way, that activates our sympathetic nervous system, or the fight or flight system. When that happens, most of our systems are shut down and focused on survival. Now, when we have our meals and we're focused on enjoying our meals, then that activates more of our parasympathetic nervous system, so the rest and digest. So more of our energetic functions are geared towards digesting, properly processing all the foods that we eat. The third category is how we digest. In Chinese medicine and acupuncture, there's a commonly used analogy for our digestive system, and that's a pot that is bubbling away with fire on the bottom, as well as some steam coming out from the top. So the pot itself is seen to symbolize our stomach, our container of the food. It's responsible for cooking all the food and extracting all those nutrients and energy from the food. The steam is actually the nutrients and the energy that is being extracted out of the food and being sent all throughout the body to replenish, to heal, to build, to grow. But the most important part is actually that fire. Without this digestive fire, we just have a pot of uncooked food that's waiting to be processed. So oftentimes when we are eating those cold or raw foods consistently throughout the day, throughout our lives, really focusing on processed sugars and processed foods overall, instead of the whole foods and nice, warm, fully cooked meals, we tend to damage our digestive system, especially that digestive fire. When we have issues with either that pot or stomach, there's not enough nutrients or steam coming out, distributing throughout the rest of our body, damaging our fire, unable to really process all that food. This can lead to all kinds of digestive disorders, like GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disorder, or IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, IBD, inflammatory bowel diseases, and even chronic constipation, diarrhea, and the such.